Hey everybody, I am back finally. So after all the 2 or 3 weeks that I haven't made an update video, what has happened? Well, I can tell you that one of the most important things that I'm happy to report is Final Fantasy XIV Online, which I've spent 2,000 hours into this game so far. And as of the making of this recording, I have every job in the game. Tank, healing, DPS at level 99. If everything goes smoothly, the leveling to level 100 for everything, for all the jobs should be finished by next week. This has been a long time coming, and I'm so glad that it's getting done, so I don't have to worry about doing that again until probably next year when the next expansion for that game is gonna come out. But it feels so good that I'm getting that done so I can be caught up with everybody in the game and actually do some fun stuff in that game, just like any other MMO player. You know, do some fates, do some uh, treasure hunts, or basically any activity in the game that doesn't require you to spend hours on leveling and stuff like that. Other than Final Fantasy XIV Online, I am playing Dead by Daylight again, but only just to relax in it. And if anybody is aware how I play Dead by Daylight now, it's not a new method by any means, but I find it relaxing. I can tell you that I'm not playing that game as a survivor anymore. Nope. I don't see the fun in that, in my personal opinion. As for Marvel Rivals, I've spent 570 hours in this game so far. And I'm gonna try to do what I can in that game, but you can only do so much with what kind of a team you're given. I'm starting to realize that you're gonna have to do some radical switches just to make any change in the battle. But even with the changes, I mean, there's only so much you can change if your team is not gonna pull the same weight as you do, more or less. Split Fiction is finally done, and what I can tell you about that game is that I feel happy about Split Fiction just as much as It Takes Two. The same game, the makers of the game, It Takes Two was made by the same people that made Split Fiction. And if I have to compare the two, gameplay wise and level design, Split Fiction is better. Obviously, because it involves more fantasy and science fiction themes in it. When it comes to story, It Takes Two wins just a little bit. Split Fiction had a bit of a very cartoonish villain, in my personal opinion. I think that was the whole point of it, but it was a little predictable. But other than that, it was a solid game. Other than Marvel Rivals and Final Fantasy XIV Online, I'm gonna try to do some simulator games whenever I get the chance. I also did not forget about the VR headset, which I still have ready to go off screen. I just have to update the software on that. I've just been too busy with real life stuff and other games, and I cannot exactly do too many things at once. I have stretched myself thin on what games I can do. If I had a huge audience viewership, and I had a lot of moderators on this server of ours and this community here, I would do a whole lot. I can do a whole lot more things just to make things more fun around here. But unfortunately, I have limited resources. Even after 3 or 4 years, I don't exactly have that many people on hand like the big channels do. But I'm happy to have people still here with us. It may not be a huge number of people, but I'm glad I have people that are still checking in here every once in a while. And that's what matters the most. I'm glad I have people. And that's what helps me keep going. And if there's a video highlight to post, I will post it because I have been very picky on what I want to show to the world because I don't want to post videos that don't have any value on them. I try not to post those. So that's why you don't always see me post videos each week. But anyway, Killing Floor 2, it's similar to Left 4 Dead. That's something that I'm probably going to be playing a little bit more often because apparently Killing Floor T is a disappointment. And what else? Street Fighter 6, I might try to do that. I haven't had the chance to practice with my controller just yet. But I'm glad Street Fighter 6 is not as bad or negative reception as Tekken is. There's also Deep Rock Galactic and a couple other games as well, but I'm not really sure about those. I'm very casual. I might do Void Crew again as well, but again, it depends on my mood. Because I cannot wait to finish the grind for Final Fantasy 14 Online. That's what's been taking a lot of my time. And the sooner that is done, the less time I have to worry about it later. And I can't wanna wait to do, activities in that game like anybody else that do in that game. I can't wait. No need to spend hours on duty roulettes when you can just do basically any other activity that people are doing in that game that I've been missing out on. But it's gonna be finished soon, and I can't wait to see that. So yeah, pretty lengthy video here, but that's basically what's been going on. I wish I could post more video highlights each week, but I will only post the ones that I think are worth showing. That's basically all you need to know. Anyway, thank you all so much for still being here after all these years. I'll see y'all very soon.